This daf Yerushalmi Terumos. The article holds by edition where daf Samech Zayin Amud Aleph. We're in the we're really on the fourth line down, Rabbi China Shoina and Rabbi China Shonani, which in the Vilna is on Lamed Zayin Amud Aleph, about 10 lines down from Rabbi China Shonani. But I'm going to start now a little bit from the top of the page. Tanya Rabbi China Bar Papa Kumi Rabbi Zira, which in the Vilna is about 3 lines above that. Okay. Tanya Rabbi China Bar Papa Kumi Rabbi Zira. China learned Rabbi Zira, the Rabbi Shmuel. So according to Rabbi Shmuel, let's find my place here. Rabbi Shmuel. Esabia Michaleles. It says Esabia Michaleles that she gets Reva because she desecrates her father. So she's doing the desecrating. In other words, she was born kosher. But not where her father married a grusha, and her father was mechal her. So then, in that case, she doesn't get faithful; she just gets chilek. Rabbi China said, "Shonadi Rabbi Shmuel." I learned Rabbi Shmuel. No, I feel chalola mikano, even if she was in the Gemara it says Mebna, but which doesn't seem to be the right Kirsa. Moshe doesn't seem to learn that way either. Even if she was born a chalola. In other words, her father conceived her with a grusha. She's still mechal her father when she's mizana, and therefore she gets sreifa. The way it works is, as long as her father is kosher, she still gets sreifa, even though she's not. So Zegmar says, "What Ninon? Didn't we learn by Blessing Mechayiv Karen B'Chomesh? Blessing Mechayiv Karen B'Chomesh. Then in the case of Cohen who was eating truma and found he was ben grusha ben chalutza, and Rabbi Shua Paters, she was part of from Karen B'Chomesh. So that means that even though he was a cholo from birth, nevertheless, Rabbi Shua paters him as if he's a Kohen. So that's the case. It's difficult on Rabbi China Bar Papa. As it says, lo meshchil machmas aviyah. You see, Kohen is mechulo on account of his parentage from the beginning. It's still pater from Chomesh. So he has a status, partial as a Kohen. So I have a boy Meimar. So they wanted to say, Ma pligin b'Chomesh. What are they arguing about the Chomesh? But even Karen, even Rabbi Shua concedes they have to pay Karen. And then, if that's the case, it's not difficult to Rabbi about Papa. If you do have to pay the Karen, so okay, he paters from the Chomesh, because that's on account of kapara. For some reason, I guess the residual kahuna which he has can pater him from the kapara, but the Karen is Chai has to pay, so obviously he has no ikar din kohen. Okay, so the Lowy, it's not true. Mapping the sha'avar. So the Rabbi Shua exempts also from Karen, and not because he has but mildly mapli and machlo is only sha'avar. It's only on the past. In other words, whatever he ate before he found out was a chol. Avo lahaba. Anything he eats after he finds out is a chol. Afi Rabbi Yeshua Moedi. Even Rabbi Yeshua is moda. Then in that case he has to pay Karen and possibly Chumash as well. So if he ate before he knew he was honest, and therefore he's parted from Karen Chumash, not because he's a real Kohen. Not because he's just honest. He didn't know any better. Only after Rabbi Lezer still considers him to be a shoygeg, not an honest. But Yeshua says, but after he becomes aware of it, so okay, now that he knows he was a chol from the start, he has to pay Karen Chumash. So therefore, Papa halacha can be sustained. That Hanami, he's somebody who's a cholol from the get go. If he's aware of it, he has to make full tashlumin. And so a woman who's a chalola from the get go, we don't say Svirim Chalel, she only gets chenek, she doesn't get sreifa. Okay. Now, this Kaminoki, this is messed up here. Let me see what the next line here is in the. Okay, so this is going on Hamachil. It's Barak Tani Besavodav. Bang doing Bang Tanim. So let's say don't have a din moment, there's no tashlumin. Well, yes, I'm sorry, there's no chomesh. Right. So Tanya. So we learned. Let's speak. The Shalim. Tanya's not in the Gemara, it's in the Kavanoki. Let's be the Shalim. Actually, he didn't get a chance to pay the other until the evidence was released. No say. So then the evidence may carry b'chomish, and they become truma. Because that which evidence to exempt from the shlumin is not going to the letter of the law, but because of a extrinsic reason. He has to have funds. Now that he has funds, he has to pay. He has to pay Karen Chomish. Similarly, if you ever had property which was master no jurisdiction over, no thing. He has to pay. Why is the normally means how's it work? In other words, why is he having chayik? Reuven Shimon Peros. Reuven who stole from Shimon fruit, Levi, and gave it to eat to Levi, so he didn't eat them. Reuven stole from Shimon, and gave it to Levi to eat. Yotzel Yidei Zelo. So does Shimon no longer have to pay because he didn't eat them? He still has a mitzvah Shabbos Zelo, right? So says more. Wait. How can you say this? For plukta, isn't this a machlokes amoraim? The plukta Rabbi Chia Rabba Rabbi Yanahi. Spalkun and machlokes gozam afarto shel zeh. This is you stole the handkerchief or the apron of Reuven and gave it to Shimon. Actually, you are Shimon. Shimon stole Reuven's apron and gave it to Levi. That's the name of Rabbi Rabba. Motzim Rishon. You take it away from the Rishon, from Shimon, not from Levi. You also take it away from Levi, because he also give it back. But in any event, as the Kabanoki points out, basically about Bakama Daf Kufiyat out. Nobody's taking from the Shani is what's Mizegov, it's because it's Lifnei Yeir. So since before years, the Shani Rishus, so Shimon gave it to Levi, didn't acquire for Levi. But be that as it may, you see that the Etzem Chiyuv is the Chiyuv on the Rishon, right? So so here too, so here Avrechia Rabba Moidi Hacha. So since the Torah is required the ear who ate the truma to pay Karen Chumash, something like there required the Goslin to make the restitution. One second, I lost my train of thought here. Okay, now we got it back. So the question like this: we said the Eved has to pay, right? So now the Gemara asks, what do you mean the Eved has to pay? Why is it even by Gzela? By Gzela, it's not not the recipient. Levi has to pay. The Shimon did the stealing has to pay. So we have to. It was Mishnah talking about Machil is one of Evan didn't take it on his own accord. So the Adam gave it to him. So the Adam should have to pay, just like the Gazan pays over there. So here too, the Evan should have to pay over here, right? The Machil, no, the Adam has to pay over there, just like Gazan pays over there. Shimon Stove Reuben gives it to Levi. Shimon has to pay. You can take it from Levi, it's before years, but Shimon the Ikar Chiv is on Shimon. So to here, the Adon who is Machil, the Eved, he should be the one who has to pay. Why does the Eved have to pay? The Gemara says, no, even if Chir was going to be Moida, because the Torah is Mechayev the Eichel. It's a Gzeres HaKosov and a Kapara for the Eichel that he ate the Truma. So therefore, he has to pay the Chen Chomish, and there's no double payment, there's no double jeopardy. So therefore, the Machil was off the hook, the other is off the hook. So there, the din is on the Gazan. Here, the din is on Eichel to pay for the Truma, right? So there became a Shnasna Levi, and since the once the eater gives the Levi, actually the Kohen in this case, really, but maybe Kohen the same idea, that it was Yoitze the because the Yoitze the Gezel of the Truma, the Mach was Yoitze, in other words, he was the one who stole it, but since Levi got paid back, so to speak, by the Eved, so therefore he's off the hook. The other way interpreting Levi, which is not it's the way most Mepharshim seem to interpret it. No, I like my pshat. The Levi here means since once the Kohen got the Tashlim Truma, so the Machil, the owner's off the hook. But the way most Mepharshim seem to learn is that Kamish Levi, since the Adam, who would be Shimon, gave the Truma to Levi, who's the Eved, so therefore he has no chiyuv on the gezel anymore. Why? Because here the chiyuv is on the oichel, not on the machil. I don't know. I think I like my pshat better. What am I supposed to say? That so once Levi left Afka, once it's given to the Kohen, so then he was Yotze. This type of thing, Shar Torah should change, but I don't know if he actually does. But let's take a look. He changed them, but not the way I want it. He has Reuven Shagazim Shimon V'Achil Levi. He changes it to. Actually, it did say I got Reuven and Shimon mixed up. Not that it makes a difference, but I got Shimon. But that's Reuven Shagazim Shimon V'Achil Levi. Yotzi Dek Zelo. He has instead. Was before. I said Bitmiyat because he Zelo. That's where the Kavnak learns it. He has it somehow V'Achil Levi V'Shilem Levi L'Shimon. The Levi pays Shimon. Then Yotza then Reuven says it's Zelo. In other words, it doesn't matter how Reuven gets the money. Reuven gets the money from I'm sorry. How Shimon gets the money. Okay, I'm switched Shimon and Reuven. How Shimon gets the money, whether he gets them from Reuven, the Goslin, or Levi the Oichel. So he gets the money. That was over there in the beginning, right? Shimon pays Levi. Became a Shinasim Lo B'Shem Lo Levi with Shimon Yotzi Digzelo. And then after Reuben Moedik became a Shinasim Levi Yotzi Digzelo. Sarah Clement says, "Has a Mekamish Nasna Lo Levi," meaning that Rabbi Chia also holds that even Rabbi Chia holds you don't take it out from the Shani. Nevertheless, if the Shani Levi himself gave him on his own, he wants to pay to Shimon the Nigzal, so that's the Yotze. So here too, you're right to the fact that the Evid paid is mostly the Adon. So again, he's also saying that Levi is a name here, not the Kohen. It's going on the third party. Again, I like my shot. What am I supposed to tell you? Okay, the Mishnah further. Shtei kupas. You have two baskets, two containers. Achas shum, achas shulchin. One is shum, one is chulin. The nafla says shul shum toch achas men and sub shum found to one of them. Vedas the nafla. So here's a classic case of toilet. Harain yoimer l'toch shul shum nafla. I say he fell into the one of truma. That's the Mishnah. Hey. Oh, that's well. The next one's so post much mistake. And you'll do a Azo show Truma, Azo show. You don't know which is Truma, which one. Bacha Achas man, one of them potter. Much of a liar. A liar who said you actually ate the Truma. Hashnia no Baka Truma. But the second one, they have to treat as Truma. You have to say Necheves Mechala, the very mayor. The mayor who is still Chai Mechala because you don't know for sure it's Truma. You're treating it like Truma, but maybe you ate the Truma. So it's chayiv in both truma. You talk yourself as truma, but then it's chayiv mechal the mayor. Rabbi Potter. Rabbi Yossi considers them meduma with the because they're both as if they're a conglomerate and see and Potter from challah. Achal achar you have some the second guy ate the second one, Potter. So he's exempt because he also says, oh, well, who says you ate the truma? I ate the truma. But one of them ate both of them. You paid like the lesser amount. Assuming the assume the lesser container, you assume the lesser container was the truma, and that's what you paid for. If one that fell into chulin, actually, you know for sure it fell into one of these two. Actually, one of these two containers fell into chulin. Ain't a madam masa. We don't go to meduma. We say that the one for the chulin is chulin. Hashem no beku truma. The same way you treat truma. Chayv is challah the very man. Chayv chal the man. Ready to put there. Now the shil makar now the second container falls into another one. Aim damasa. It also doesn't make it meduma. We also assume that one's chulin. Now the shtein makar mechad, but they both from the same place. Medamos kitash name. Then medameh like the smaller amounts. Okay. Now. Zara Echasmem. You planted one of these two kupos. Potter. We don't. You put them in the kanas, which you normally get by a Zoreh Truma, which is later on beginning. It's not nice back that the b'shoigeg. You have to even the b'shoigeg, you have to totally uproot it, and but here your potter kanas even did it b'mezid because it's a suffix. So the second one is truma. The Chavis Chal the Meir is Potter. It's Chaim Chal. Zara Achash the second one the second one also Potter. Each one says it's Rivera. So Achash but one of them plants both of them. But Dovish is Zara Kola. If it's something where the there's no bulb left, it's the seed rots. It's mutter because we say we don't say do truma where the seed rots. But if the Davish ain't color where it grows from a bulb, also. It's also because the bulb is still extant, and you have to assume that they're both truma as if you didn't plant them because each one is a savek truma. Okay, that brings us to the end of the page and the end of the Mishnah. So we'll stop here for today.